Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is a double shot of T54 action. It's starting with the T54 Lightweight. This will be two Tier 9 battles. The first one featuring the old mate Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan, and Ace of Spades in the T54 Lightweight, clearly grinding towards that T100 LT, the Tier 10 Russian light tank, which I saw him in a game just the other day and I tell you what, he knows how to play that one, that's for sure. Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan, the T54 Lightweight APCR rounds as standard and premium. Standard rounds 208 penetration for 250 average damage, 235 for 250 damage, 235 penetration for the premium rounds. It does confuse me a little bit sometimes with the having APCR as two kinds of ammunition, but I'm starting to get used to it, especially with the new Tier 8 and 10 light tanks. Ace of Spades doing the right thing here, doing a bit of spotting for his team and not going full YOLO. Does put a shot into the T49. Doesn't get lit though, so I reckon he might be good to go to maybe start shooting into these enemy tanks. He put one shell into the T49 for 243 damage, which is, what's that, 204? It's a little bit low, but it's about normal, I suppose, for a thing. Hoping that T49 pops again. Looks like artillery just stunned that T49, but he used his medkit to get rid of the stunning damage. 0-1's the score, the T25-2. Now 0-2 as the T34 100 goes down on Arctic region. He's looking towards that WZ111. Now this is a Tier 9 battle, but just 3 Tier 9 tanks on each side, as Ace of Spades picks up a little bit of assisted damage on the WZ111. 3 zip there down. Got to do something pretty soon. He is giving that SDRV S1 a little bit of vision by being out there. Now he looks like he's going to start getting stuck into these enemy tanks. The Chi-Ri, which should be no problems penetrating the Chi-Ri, the Tier 7 medium Japanese medium tank. Gets a shot into the Chi-Ri, and 2 tanks on the other side go down, which is pretty good for the scoreboard. It evens it up back at 3 apiece as Ace of Spades starts moving forward. Pings for help. He wants to go after that Chi-Ri. Most of the enemy tanks have been spotted, apart from some TDs and of course artillery. He reckons that Chi-Ri might be all alone, so picking his time to brawl. He bounces a shot. Now even if that Chi-Ri penetrated him, it would have only been 130 hit points of damage. He takes him down to 168, which will be a 1 shot, and auto aims and goes for the kill. That's his first kill of the game. That brings his damage count up to 1104. And he's also blocked 1 shot or 2 shots from that Chi-Ri and only got 1 damaging shot for 129. Tier 7 Japanese medium, not going to do too well against a Tier 9 Russian light tank. Now he's looking towards that T25 Pilot 1. He'll be hoping that Stritzwagen puts a shot into him. Looks like he bounced a shot from the T49. T49 fires again. T49 firing high explosives by the looks of it. And the Stritzwagen does the job on that T25 Pilot 1. 7-5 the score now on Arctic region, and Ace of Spades looking at maximising his score here. Puts another shot into that T49, bounces the return shell. That T49 clearly not using the derp gun. That was an APCR round. And of course T49's got a few options for its guns. You can have the derp, or you can have a much more faster firing lower alpha gun. 7-6 the score now. Look at the mini-map. You can see the heavy tanks they've done their job down here, but it looks like they're coming back. Clearly they're a little bit scared of that Udes 03, which has probably got himself into a pretty good position, and they're not that confident of getting rid of the Tier 8 Swedish tank destroyer. Ace of Spades now still looking at that T49, but he has run away. What else is left? 2 artilleries and 4 tank destroyers. There's one of the arties. 1 shot takes him down to 200 hit points. 1 more should be enough, unless he can get behind that ridge, which he has. That 212 will be looking pretty nervous. And Ace of Spades thought he had a shot there. He did have a shot of the narrowest of margins. That'll do it. That's his second kill, and that brings his damage up to 2,500 damage. He does get spotted though, so he moves out of the way. He doesn't want that other artillery to be looking his way. He also spotted the SU-14-1, which the Tier 10 or the Tier 9 batchet artillery just got rid of. No worries at all. 10-7 the score now. It's still anybody's game. You can see the heavy tanks have run away a little bit. Looks like they're advancing again with Ace of Spades on 2 kills. 2,500 damage, 500 blocked, 1189 assisted damage. He's getting good vision on the Fock and that Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger at Tier 8, who's just gone back behind that ridgeline, deciding this might not be the best avenue of approach. Of course, if he comes down here, the RHM and the Fock might have shots on him. If he goes around here, it's just going to be the UDES. So he's doing a good job keeping vision up for his team. And of course, that artillery will be aiming in on that RHM, that's for sure. With virtually no armour whatsoever, the RD will get some good damage on that. You can see the UDES gone all the way back there, to the sometimes you see Pubby's there. He gets a shot into the UDES. Looks like he's still in siege mode. Now he's tracked. He's fixed his tracks. He's been hit and stunned a few times by artillery. He just shot towards Ace of Spades and didn't land the shot. Ace of Spades puts another shell into the Tier 8 Swedish tank destroyer. Takes him down to 184 hit points. And one more will be all he needs, but it looks like he's gone back into travel mode. And he is running as if his life depends on it, because it does. Ace of Spades on over 3,000 damage now. Just crashes into that rock. That's okay, we've all done that. Artillery letting Ace of Spades know that he's reloading by hitting the F8 key, which is the right thing to do, and the Ace of Spades looking to get some more damage into this T49. The tracks eat the first shot from the T49, but of course without the dirt gun it's going to be shooting pretty quickly. Ace of Spades picks up his 3rd kill, sending the Tier 9 American light tank back to the garage. 11-8 the score now. Just 4 tank destroyers left. There's one of them, and it's the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. He's lucky enough to bounce the shot there. Aims at the nice weakly armoured turret, but artillery. Mr. Panzer having a ripper of a game as well on 2 kills. Of course, he got rid of that Russian artillery piece not so long ago. SU-12244 just gets spotted. I reckon that might be the first time that tank's been seen in the game. First time I've noticed it anyway. Looks like all the heavy tanks trying to play the sniping game with these tank destroyers, the SU and the Fock. Of course, that UDES. We know that UDES is a one-shot, and I reckon that's who Ace of Spades is going for now. Only got 5 standard rounds left. He gets spotted, so that UDES must be pretty close to be able to out-vision the Ace of Spades in his T54 Lightweight. Probably got binoculars on and maybe a camo net in some bushes, and I reckon Ace of Spades, if he's, we know the UDES is only on only a one shot. It's on about 180, I reckon, from memory. The score's 12-8, so you'd think that the win should be reasonably comfortable to assume. There's that SU, who's also a one-shot. Thank you very much. Puts a shot in and kills him there. That Fock is on full health. That's going to be a challenge to get rid of. But the Ace of Spades, you can see, he's just seen an opportunity there. Puts in a little bit of damage. Gets some more assisted damage as well. This is the one lighting up that French tank destroyer. Is looking for a tracking shot, and that's exactly the right thing to do. He doesn't want that Fock to be able to turn around and blast him to smithereens. That's the last tank remaining. Not sure who killed the UDES, but it's looking like a pretty good result. 5 kills. Joins the platoon, which gives the platoon 8 kills. And of course, that's one of the options with the dynamic platoons. You can give yourself some medals, such as Brothers in Arms in this one. Let's have a quick look at the post-game battle results before we move on to the next battle in this double shot of T54 action. Firstly, the T54 Lightweight with the Ace of Spades. It's an ace tank, a hand of God for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different tanks. The Spotter medal for all that assisted damage. Bruiser, Jewelers, 5 for effect. Fighter, of course, Brothers in Arms for getting at least 3 kills each in that dynamic platoon that they created towards the start. Patrol Duty, Steel Ball for getting more hits than anybody else. And of course, the High Caliber for carrying the shit out of that one. 5 kills, 4,993 hit points of damage. 26 shots fired, 23 hit, 22 went through. Nearly 1,000 damage blocked. 2,479 assisted damage. That was an ace, and over 87,000 credits with a premium account. As we move on to the second game in this double shot of T54 action, this one features Panzerquack from Clan in the T54 medium tank this time. The first one was the light tank, and this one is the medium tank. Now this is a tier 10 battle, so he's not lucky enough to be top tier on Swamp, which is the map we're on. Just 3 tier 10s on each side, an AMX50B, an Object 140 and a Sheridan on the enemy side, IS-7, E50M and a Sheridan on Panzerquack's team. You can see he's going up to where the medium tanks often like to have a bit of a brawl up in the northeast corner by the looks of things. It is a pretty groovy tank, the T54. The T54 is a medium tank. Of course, the T54 Lightweight is the light tank. You can see it has 100mm gun, 320 average damage, 201 penetration with standard, 330 with heat rounds. Pretty sure there's 2 options for guns on the T54. One gun leads to the Object 140, which from memory, that's the gun that most people prefer, and the other one leads to the T62A. So you do see a lot of people playing this tank because it leads to 2 really good tier 10 medium Russian tanks. And Panzerquack just waiting for that E50M to catch him, because he doesn't want to take on that Object 140 by himself. If the Object 140 comes this way, the Object 140 has been spotted in the central eastern part of the map with a defender. It looks like they might have this northeast corner covered. The Object 416 looks like he's coming to play as well. You can see him on the mini map as the WZ111-4 goes down the tier 9 Chinese heavy tank. You do see more of them now because, of course, now that leads to 2 tier 10 tanks. The 113, which is the one I've got, and the WZ. This is the 4A, I think it is. 111-4A. Anyway, 0-1 the score. Panzerquack decides now's the time to start moving forward. Going to go into this. He's got some ridge lines he can play with here. Having a look at the defender and the T54 Lightweight. Switches to heat rounds for the defender. Takes him for 341 hit points of damage with his first shot. Defender looks like he's still not aiming Panzerquack's way. Puts another shot in, but doesn't penetrate the heavily armoured premium Russian heavy tank. Fires blindly towards where the defender was last seen. Not sure if that one did any damage. Looks like he might be moving forward. He's got a mark of excellence on that gun, and I reckon if he keeps chipping away, he'll probably get 1 or 2 more. Oh, there you go. Easy money all the way to the side of the defender. Brings him down to 30 hit points. But his team are doing their best to lose this one. They're down by 4 tanks right now. We know the defender's a one shot for anyone who can penetrate him. Down by 5 tanks now. Panzerquack from Clan really needs to put his Gary pants on in this one if he's going to turn this one into a win. Spots the Sheridan. That should be pretty easy to penetrate. Switches back to standard rounds, armor piercing, because it is a light tank, and just auto aiming on the tier 10 American. But it looks like the E50M picked up the kill on that occasion. 3-6 the score now, so they're slowly bringing this one back. They were down by 4 tanks not too long ago. Now they're down by 3 as the IS-7 goes down on Panzerquack's team, and that E50M picks up the kill on that defender. A lot of map pinging going on. The dead IS-7 clearly blaming the guys who are still alive for their current predicament, but it's not over yet. That IS-7 player, probably the kind of bloke who gives up relatively easy. We're glad he wasn't in the trenches fighting against the Germans. 5-8 the score now. Panzerquack from Calm on 1589 hit points. He's already got a little bit of spotting damage as well. Looks like all the enemy tanks are up here in the southwestern quarter of the map, and for that reason Panzerquack's loading high explosive now. Of course, high explosive on this gun does up to 420 damage if it can penetrate, and it looks like it pays off. He got 404 shooting the lightly armoured turret of the Scorpion G. That time he only got 214. It's back to standard rounds now as the E50M picks up the kill, and Panzerquack looks like he's auto aimed on. Is it the Skoda? That T95 looks like he's in the world of trouble there, but he's got plenty of armour though, and Panzerquack from Calm, keeping calm and chipping away at those enemy tanks, the AMX-50B. You'd imagine he'd be reloading now. That's probably why he's relocating. He realises the value of getting rid of a tier 10 tank in this kind of situation. But the AMX-50B now safely behind a rock. Safely behind a rock, so he can't put too much damage into him. Finds the Conqueror though. The Conqueror tracks and damages Panzerquack. Takes it down to 1150 hit points. He's only lost 500 though, so it's not too bad. Puts another shot into the Conqueror. Pulls back behind the dead tank and the ridgeline to reload. 8-12 the score now. He's just looking at him. He's looking at it. Auto aims. Bounces the shot. Will he be able to get 2 shots in? He won't need to, because the E50M seagulls that one as well. That's 4 kills to the E50M, and I reckon every one of those 4 kills, Panzerquack's taken the enemy tank down to pretty low health. 9-12 now. Still down by 3 tanks as he finds the Object 140. Bounces a shot from the tier 10 Russian medium tank. Starts to pull back. Love to pick up a kill now. He does. Gets rid of the Nameless, the anime tier 8 Japanese premium tank. And looking towards that Object 140 now. 10-12 is the score. Let's see what he can do. Got 30 seconds left before he can use his repair kit again. A heat round into the turret of the Object 140. Brings him down a little bit, but now he's getting shot from both sides. The WZ111 1-4 and the Object 140. The E50M kills the Jag Tiger, and Panzerquack unlucky gets, was it a ram kill from the Object 140? Not sure. Looks like someone's just put another shell into the Object 140, and the E50M can obviously see the benefit of getting rid of the tier 10 Russian medium tank. That T28 prototype though, it'll take a bit of killing. He was on 800 hit points, now he's down to 391. We're looking at the E50M's point of view. He's already on a top gun, and thank you very much. Gets rid of the tier 8 American tank destroyer, and now it's just that AMX-50B. We know the AMX-50B was on about 80 hit points last time we saw him. Mailzel, not really sure. Anyway, there he is. He's on 200 hit points. He wasn't on 80. That must have been somebody else. Now I reckon that's a one shot for the E50. I'm not sure, but then again, the E50 on 127 health is only a one shot for that AMX-50B. Those guns do 400 or 500 average damage, I reckon. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. 14-13 is the score. We know Panzerquack has had an absolute ripper. Looks like the AMX-50B is trying to pull back slowly. It looks like he might be reversing back. The E50M gets spotted, and the Object 416 comes to the party, gets his 3rd kill. Obviously had a good game as well, and you'll take that win any day of the week. I'll have a quick look at the post-game battle results. Just a first class for Panzerquack from Calm Clan. Bruiser, Jeweler's Fire for Effect, Confederate for hitting more enemy tanks than anybody else, and of course the High Caliber for having the top score. 5,044 hit points of damage in the end. Not a bad result. 2 kills, 1171 base experience, 21 shots fired, 18 hit, 17 went through, 1,000 damage blocked. A little bit of assisted. That IS7 one who was giving up so early didn't have a very good game. But the Object 416 and that E50M, Super Wakami and Mailzel, absolute rippers. Between the 3 of them, they carried pretty much the rest of the team. Well, the T95 didn't do too bad with 2,000, but nobody else really stood up. So there you go, a couple of very different replays featuring the T54s, the T54 Lightweight and the T54 Medium. Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan and Panzerquack from Calm, keeping calm and carrying on. Thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.